James Hugh Laurie is an English actor, comedian, writer, and musician. He first gained recognition for his work as one half of the comedy double act Fry and Laurie with Stephen Fry. The two acted together in a number of projects during the 1980s and 1990s, including the BBC sketch comedy series A Bit of Fry and Laurie and the P.G. Wodehouse adaptation Jeeves and Wooster. From 1986 to 1989 he appeared in 3 series of the period comedy Blackadder, first as a guest star in the last 2 episodes of Blackadder 2, before joining the main cast in Blackadder the Third, and going on to appear in Blackadder Goes Forth and many specials. From 2004 to 2012, Laurie starred as Dr. Gregory House on the Fox medical drama series House. He received 2 Golden Globe Awards and many other accolades for the role. He was listed in the 2011 Guinness World Records as the most watched leading man on television and was one of the highest paid actors in a television drama at the time, earning $409,000, £250,000 per episode. By the end of the series, he was earning $700,000 an episode. His other television credits include appearing in the London-based Friends episode, The One with Ross's Wedding, 1998, starring as arms dealer Richard Onslow Roper in the miniseries The Night Manager, 2016, for which he won his 3rd Golden Globe, and playing Senator Tom James in the HBO sitcom Veep, for which he received his 10th Emmy Award nomination. Laurie has appeared in films, Peter's Friends, 1992, Sensibility, 1995, 101 Dalmatians, 1996, The Borrowers, 1997, The Man in the Iron Mask, 1998, Stuart Little, Life with Judy Garland, Me and My Shadows, 2001, Flight of the Phoenix, Arthur Christmas, 2011, in which he voiced Stephen Claus, and The Personal History of David Copperfield. Outside of acting, Laurie released the blues albums Let Them Talk, 2011, and Didn't It Rain, 2013, both to favorable reviews. He wrote the novel The Gun Seller, 1996. He was appointed OBE in the 2007 New Year Honors and CBE in the 2018 New Year Honors, both for services to drama. Laurie was born on June 11, 1959, in the Blackbird-Leys area of Oxford, the youngest of 4 children of Patricia, née Laidlaw, and William George Ranald Mundell Ran Laurie, who was a physician and winner of an Olympic gold medal in the coxless pairs, rowing, at the 1948 London Games. He has an older brother, Charles Alexander Lyon Mundell Laurie, and 2 older sisters, Susan and Janet. He had a strained relationship with his mother, whom he noted as Presbyterian by character, by mood. He later said, "I was frustration to her. She didn't like me." His mother died from motor neuron disease in 1989, at the age of 73. According to Laurie, she endured the disease for 2 years and suffered painful, plodding paralysis while being cared for by Laurie's father, whom he has called the sweetest man in the whole world. Laurie's parents, who were both of Scottish descent, attended St. Columba's Presbyterian Church, now United Reformed Church, in Oxford. He notes that belief in God didn't play a large role in his home, but a certain attitude to life and the living of it did. He followed this by stating, "Pleasure was something that was treated with great suspicion. Pleasure was something that, I was going to say it had to be earned, but even the earning of it didn't really work. It was something to this day. I carry that with me. I find pleasure a difficult thing. I don't know what you do with it. I don't know where to put it." He later stated, "I don't believe in God, but I have this idea that if there were a God, or destiny of some kind looking down on us, that if he saw you taking anything for granted, he'd take it away." Laurie was brought up in Oxford and attended the Dragon School from ages 7 to 13, later stating, "I was, in truth, a horrible child. Not much given to things of a booky nature. I spent a large part of my youth smoking number 6 and cheating in French vocabulary tests." He went on to Eton College, which he described as the most private of private schools. He arrived at Selwyn College, Cambridge, in 1978, which he says he attended as a result of family tradition since his father went there. Laurie notes that his father was a successful rower at Cambridge and that he was trying to follow in his father's footsteps. He studied archaeology and anthropology, specializing in social anthropology, and graduated with 3rd-class honors in 1981. Like his father, Laurie rowed at school and university. In 1977, he was a member of the junior cox pair that won the British national title before representing Britain's youth team at the 1977 Junior World Rowing Championships. In 1980, Laurie and his rowing partner, J.S. Palmer, were runners-up in the Silver Goblets coxless pairs for Eton Vikings Rowing Club. He also achieved a blue while taking part in the 1980 Oxford and Cambridge boat race. Cambridge lost that year by 5 feet. During this time, Laurie was training for up to 8 hours a day and was on course to become an Olympic standard rower. He is a member of the Leander Club, one of the oldest rowing clubs in the world, and was a member of the Hermes Club and Hawks Club. Forced to abandon rowing during a bout of glandular fever, Laurie joined the Cambridge Footlights, a university dramatic club that has produced many well-known actors and comedians. There he met Emma Thompson, with whom he had a romantic relationship. The two remain good friends. She introduced him to his future comedy partner, Stephen Fry. Laurie, Fry and Thompson later parodied themselves as the University Challenge representatives of Footlights College, Oxbridge and Bambi, an episode of The Young Ones, with the series co-writer Ben Elton completing their team. In 1980-81, his final year at university, besides rowing, Laurie was president of the Footlights, with Thompson as vice president. They took their annual review, The Cellar Tapes, to the Edinburgh Fringe Festival and won the first Perrier Comedy Award, which was presented to them by Rowan Atkinson. The review was written principally by Laurie and Fry, and the cast also included Thompson, Tony Slattery, Paul Shearer, and Penny Dwyer. The Perrier Award led to a West End transfer for The Cellar Tapes and a television version of the review, broadcast in May 1982. It resulted in Laurie, Fry and Thompson being selected, along with Ben Elton, Robbie Coltrane and Siobhan Redmond, to write and appear in a new sketch comedy show for Granada Television, Alfresco, which ran for 2 series. Fry and Laurie worked together on various projects throughout the 1980s and 1990s. Among them were the Blackadder series, written by Ben Elton and Richard Curtis, starring Rowan Atkinson, with Laurie in various roles, including 2 roles in Blackadder 2, which marked his debut appearance in the series, first as drunk Simon Partridge in Beer and then as the villainous Prince Ludwig the Indestructible in the Blackadder 2 final episode, Chains, and then Prince George in Blackadder III and Lieutenant George in Blackadder Goes Forth. Other projects followed, of which one was their BBC sketch comedy series 8-Bit of Fry and Laurie. Another project was Jeeves and Wooster, an adaptation of P.G. Wodehouse's stories, in which Laurie played Jeeves's employer, the amiable twit Bertie Wooster. He and Fry participated in charity stage events, such as Hysteria 1, 2 and 3 and Amnesty International's The Secret Policeman's Third Ball, comic relief TV shows, and the variety show Fry and Laurie host a Christmas Night with the Stars. They collaborated again on the film Peter's Friends, 1992, and came together for a retrospective show in 2010 titled Fry and Laurie Reunited. Laurie starred in the Thames television film Letters from a Bomber Pilot, 1985, directed by David Hodgson. This was a serious acting role, the film being dramatized from the letters home of Pilot Officer J.R.A. Bob Hodgson, a pilot in RAF Bomber Command, who was killed in action in 1943. Laurie appeared in the music videos for the 1986 single Experiment 4 by Kate Bush, and the 1992 Annie Lennox single Walking on Broken Glass in British Regency period costume alongside John Malkovich. Laurie appeared in the Spice Girls film Spice World, 1997, and had a brief guest starring role on Friends in the one with Ross's wedding. Well, he went on to detail his long bout with depression. He said it started bothering him when he was still a teenager, yet it was only in 1997 that he sought professional help and agreed to go on therapy, right after an extramarital affair. And it was actually his family, wife and children, which finally encouraged him to seek help. Well guys, what are your thoughts? Do tell us. Thanks for watching.